Hey Lamont, how are you doing? So I looked at some of the videos you had sent me with the audits and everything. Looks good. We've been talking about it for a couple conversations now. So I thought I would make a video from my side as well to just kind of like show you the 80/20 of what we are going for, so you also have it on record. So basically, what it's going to come down to is that we have been talking a lot about the links and what we're building and whatnot. That's like basically you basically got to take a look at what kind of work is being done from the other people's audits, right? How many links you're building and everything like that. What I want to mainly show you is the direction we're actually going in terms of where it matters the most, which is for the main terms. So this tool right here, it shows us all the major terms we're targeting, right? And if you look, the rank is the position. So the first page on Google has 10 listings. So anything under 10 here is on the first page. As you can see, for majority of the terms, we're on the first page, right? Like for some of them are in the nearby cities, areas, neighborhoods. Some of the terms are for actually gutters, which we are actually doing a lot better on now. I don't know how profitable this is for you, but it is something that's also ranking in the top part of the first page for a lot of terms. Now, when we go in the maps and start searching for these kind of major terms like roofing, Charlottesville, VA, and etc., you can see that, okay, for this term, we're in position 4, right? One position away from the 3-pack, which is where most of the calls come from. We're getting a good amount of calls. I mean, not at the very moment as it's winter and cold and stuff, but right before the winter came in, the listing was bringing in a good amount of calls. Last time I checked, if you look, I think it was like more than 20 solid calls directly from the maps itself, not counting the website visits and stuff. And this is being in the top 5, where if you ask anybody, the difference really comes in play. The next bump is when you're in the top 3, because when you're in the top 3, you don't have to be, you're going to be seen from the normal search. When homeowner search, we're going to be seen here, right? Well, they're not going to have to press view all. So when I look at that and I, go through these kind of terms, Charlottesville Roofing Company, Charlottesville Roofing Contract, we're in like position 4, position 5, for this as well, right outside the 3-pack, right? One position away. So we used to be, what I'm thinking, like page 2, 3, position 30, 40, like that. Now we're in position 4, 5, one position away from the main spot, which, is for lack of better terms, like it doesn't, I don't see, where else would be the best, how do you say, like efforts to get the best results other than getting right here, right? If you had to like ask anybody for a campaign and look at like, hey, what would be the main thing we could do the 80/20 right now to get the explosive growth, or get to the next bump of phone calls, constantly phone ring and stuff like that, they should be able to say that, hey, you're very close to be in the top 3 where most people are going to be clicking and calling us from, and if we were to just bump up there, that's the direction to be going. So that's one of the main things I wanted to point out here. Now, the other thing is we're ranking for quite a few terms in the first page. All the terms I showed you were in the first page organically, so under the maps for them. Also for some of the nearby cities, we're in the first page. You can see Roof River, Charlottesville, for Waynesboro, 3rd right there. Shadwell, Barracks, VA, in the first right here. And there's like a bunch of other cities right here, but they're like smaller towns and stuff. We don't talk about these rankings as much normally because they're good, but they're not going to make a huge difference to your call volume, to be honest. Where the main difference is going to come for is these huge terms that have hundreds of people searching, and we're in the top 3 for them, and we're ranking the first page strongly for them, right? Which we are, and we're like close to being the top. And that brings to my final point is that, whatever was being done before, we were nowhere to be seen. Whatever we're doing now is getting us not just in the first page, getting us closer to the top of the first page organically, and almost in the top 3 in the maps. In my, not opinion, from what I experienced, this should be the most exciting time, if you ask me. I know it's winter and things are a little bit slow, so it's kind of hard to be exciting, but being so close to be one of the top roofers in the city would be, what I would consider to be a very, good reason to look forward to this coming season, right? Even when we look at SEMrush, which takes like our organic rankings, just organic rankings, and looks at the traffic that we're expected to get, you can see that generally, as we've been doing the campaign, I mean, traffic's been increasing slightly organically, but really the last couple of months is when it's been exponentially going up, right? We went from around roughly 100, 120 people per month to like 170, and then the last traffic-wise, 287. So we're almost in the trajectory to double the traffic. It's just the homeowners and the amount of people who buy roofs and searching for roofs during the winter is not as much. But we have the rankings to support it. So once this season starts coming in, we're gonna see the fruits of this labor, basically. What I'm getting at. So let me know if that makes sense, right? I kind of like really made it in the 80-20. Of course, I could have got it into the much more details in terms of links we're building and stuff like that. And maybe that's what it is, really. The last thing I want to say in this video is actually like, maybe what we could do is set up a structure where you can see the work we're doing more consistently, like week to week, month to month, what is actually being done, the content that's being written, the links that are being built, what's actually going on behind the scenes to get this exposure. Because I think that would maybe help, so you can also be going for the ride, that the work that's going on the back end. Let me know if that's something that you think would help. And yeah, just want to make this video. If you have any questions, just let me know, and then we can get on call. Thanks.